Hey everybody, and welcome back to Farm Boy 30117, and appreciate you tuning in. Got a little something different for you today than car videos. So I'm out at my grandparents' house, and nobody's really lived here for a little while. My grandmother's in the nursing home, so got noticing this water heater is just freestanding out here around the toilet. And we got some galvanic corrosion going on right here, and you can see both sides. Well, I don't know if this side's doing it yet, but it's definitely got water in it. But this side's definitely starting to leak a little bit. And you can see we got copper coming in. It goes to brass, to galvanized, and possibly to steel, I would imagine. It should have been a brass fitting here, but it's galvanized, and certain things react, and it's causing it to start leaking. And you can see this line comes over, and it's just a soft copper line that goes through the floor, starting to corrode a little bit down there at the floor. This floor has actually been replaced. The whole thing had rotted out, and it looks like it's sloping down this way up on this wall right here. So I crawled on there yesterday and looked, and there's no individual shutoffs going to anything in the house. There's one main shutoff, and then there's a line that splits off and runs to the farm with a shutoff, but there's no shutoff going to separate the house from the farm. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you how to install a PVC shutoff valve in the line. And that'll isolate the entire house. Nobody's staying here, so we don't need water on this thing. And if it blowed out, it'd pretty much just run in this bathroom right here. So let's go into the house and take a look at it. Alright, so here's the entrance to the house. This is a crawl space. Like I said, I got on here yesterday and got a bunch of junk in here. We got an outside spigot right here. And let's see the pressure regulator. So if we follow that line up, we got another line that comes down right here. This goes to the barn. It just runs across the back of the house to the underground. And then right beyond it, if I can get the camera in here, this line comes in and comes down, and there's a valve right here. And that's the main shutoff. Other than the one at the road, this is on the county water. Hopefully we can get this to isolate right here. Alright, so we're going to close this valve right here, and hopefully it don't break on us. Alright, that's as tight as I can get it. Now we got to drain the water. Luckily for us, there's a good drain right here, just past it. And what we want to do is we want to put a shutoff valve right in this area right here. Or, yeah, we got to come past that line and put a shutoff valve right there. So we got a drain here, and we're going to open it up and try to drain this water out through this hose right here. Alright, so we see we're getting water out of there. Now, there is going to be some water trapped in the house. I guess I probably should go in there and open the faucet to drain that water out, but we'll get what we can out, and then we'll just let the rest pour out on the ground in there. And while that's doing that, I'll go over the tools you're going to need for the job here. This is my preference. Of course, a 3/4 inch slip-on PVC glue on, a PVC cutter, some PVC purple primer, very important. And my favorite glue of PVC is this Rain or Shine blue glue. This stuff works great if the pipe's wet or whatever. It will glue. That regular glue will not. If you got any water on it at all, it will not set properly. Alright, well, I made a little bit of a mess here, and this water is still not quit dripping. So, we may not be able to isolate it. I'm going to crawl back under there and see if I can tighten that valve a little more. Them old globe valves like that, those seats get wore out and dry rot. I may end up having to cut it off at the road. I think that's probably what they end up doing to get this other line plumbed up. So that might be our best option. Let's just go up there and cut it off at the meter. I hate fooling with that meter. All the Black Widows and stuff's in them boxes. But that may be our only option. Still running pretty good. That's too much flow. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. It may just be stuff in the line. Now, look at there. Look at there. Yes. Cool. Got her. Alright, let's get on there and cut this pipe. Alright, so let's run back over. It comes up out of the ground, goes through the shut off, comes up, goes to a T that runs to the farm with a shut off, and it comes over to this T with the outside spigot. So right here is where we want it. And we're going to have to cut off about as much width as the center of that valve right there. So roughly about an inch it needs to come off, come out. So we'll put it in right there, and of course we'll turn it up like that. We might saw it in like that. Now we're gonna make our first cut. Just open up these pliers. We're gonna go right here. Hopefully this is good PVC, it don't bust on us. Oh, that's a good valve there. Alright, and the next one, we're going to put right to the side of it. We want it about, I'm going to say about right there. Right in here. These little cutter tools are well worth the money. Alright, the next thing we need to do is prime this where that glue can get a good bite. Try not to get this primer on you because it will stain you. But you want to just wipe it all around this pipe. I hope y'all can see from my hand. Just come on back as much as you think you're going to need the glue. And if there's any kind of letters on this pipe, go ahead and wipe it till the letters come off of it. The paint, where they label it, whatever. Get on both sides good, all around. Very important. This step here, if you skip the priming step, you will not have a good bond, because it softens up that PVC a little bit. It allows that glue to grab it. Now we got to do the same thing on the inside of our valve here. So I'm just going around. Let's see if you can see. I'm just going around and around inside of it. Of course, got some on my fingers, so I'll be purple for a little while. Yep. When you're done, I hope y'all can see that. All right, we're gonna go around, all the way around. You don't want too much, but you don't want too little. It's hard to tell. But we're gonna have it on the inside, outside the pipe, and on the inside of the valve here. Especially don't want a whole lot inside the valve. All right. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this in. I probably should have put that on first. Oh, shit. Come on, glue. I don't think I got it on there good. Dang it, I still end up gluing that damn valve upside down just like I didn't want to. All right, we're gonna let this dry for, I'll have to give it at least 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes to dry, and then we'll come back and we'll open that valve there and see if we got a leak. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. I hadn't tried it yet, but we're gonna cut this water on. And I expect we're gonna get wet if it blows out, because it's about, like I said, there's 80 pounds of pressure on this thing. That's wide open right there. Don't hear any flow. And I don't see any leaks. So maybe we did get it deep enough. I hate that I turned that handle the wrong way. But I was trying to hurry up and do it, and it'll work. It just I don't like it that way. But anyway, these are open, so we know we don't have any flow through them, so we're good to go. So anyway, even though I didn't quite do it the way I planned on doing it, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and take the steps I showed you, and you can do yours. So till next time, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you hadn't.